Astigmatism literally means that a particular image is not being formed on a single point. Stigma means point and A means primitive. So hence there is no formation of an image on a single point. The most common type of astigmatism is vertical astigmatism, that is when the vertical convexity of the cornea is more than the horizontal, due to which the vertical focal length is lesser than the horizontal focal length. Therefore, the vertical rays converge sooner than the horizontal rays. Let us use this diagram to understand the concept of strum conoid. The entire bundle of rays which form is called as strum conoid. Now, as I mentioned, there are two foci, one for the vertical rays, one for the horizontal rays. As you can see here, the vertical rays are diagrammatically represented in a 2D form. Actually, it's a 3D image, and the horizontal are going into the plane of the paper. As you can see here, the vertical rays converge at this point and the horizontal rays converge at this point. Just follow these triangles, this and this whole triangle converges here. So there's a point A in this strum conoid, which during which, if you take a section of the strum conoid here, you will see that both the rays of vertical and horizontal are converging. So in this condition, this is called compound hypermetropic astigmatism. Hypermetropia is because the rays are converging. So as we know from general rules of hypermetropia, the eyeball is supposed to be smaller and hence the rays are converging and they reach the retina in a convergent form, not at the final point. So hence it is called compound because both vertical and horizontal are converging. Okay, compound hypermetropic because they are converging, astigmatism because we know the meridians vertical has more convexity. At a point B, which is at the focal length of the vertical convexity, the vertical rays have converged at the focal length. We all know that. So what is happening is we see only the horizontal rays present. So when you take a section, you see only a horizontal band of light. At point CDE, all the vertical rays have already converged. So after convergence, they start to diverge again. So always the vertical rays will be diverging, whereas the horizontal will be still converging. So at these points are all mixed astigmatism. That is because we have two different types. The eye acts as if it is myopic for the vertical rays, but acts as if it is hypermetropic for the horizontal rays. Why do I say it is myopic for the vertical rays? Is because in a myopic eye, we know that the eyeball is very long. Hence, the rays are converging and then diverging back to reach the retina. They converge at a point in front of the retina and then they diverge and the divergent rays reach the retina, unlike hypermetropia where you have convergent rays reaching the retina. Hence, for the vertical meridian, we see that it is, you guess, yes, correct, it is myopic. For the horizontal rays, the eye is still hypermetropic. Hence, it is called compound astigmatism. At a point of D in the section of the strum conoid, we see that there is equal distance. The amount of convergence of the horizontal rays is exactly equal to the divergence of the vertical rays. This circle with which this definition of the circle is equal radius, hence it is called the circle of least diffusion. At a point F, which is at the focal length of the horizontal meridian, there is a point where only the vertical rays are diverging and the horizontal rays are all at focus. So if we take a section of the strum conoid here at F, we get a vertical line. At points beyond F, we know that because the divergence of the vertical rays are from far behind, the divergence is more as the angle increases. Hence, the vertical divergence is always more, hence vertical diameter is always more than the horizontal diameter. Horizontal divergence starts from the focal point of the horizontal meridian. Therefore, the convexity, and hence the focal length. Therefore, you will always have beyond point F, you will always have an ellipse which has a greater vertical diameter than a horizontal diameter. Now the distance between the focal point of the vertical and the horizontal is called the focal interval of Strum. Now to understand this more properly, let us imagine the retina at each of these points of the section which occurs clinically. So at A, you will have, as I mentioned before, compound hypermetropic astigmatism. At a point B, you will have simple hypermetropic astigmatism. Because it's called simple because one of the focal length is occurring there. Okay, at points C, D, E, you will have mixed astigmatism. At point F, you will have simple myopic astigmatism. Because simple because one is already at focus and the other is diverging. Next, at point G, you will have compound myopic because both are diverging, compound myopic astigmatism. So this is the concept of Strum conoid. I want you all to visualize it three-dimensionally. This is only a 2D representation of this. Thank you.